It's a couple hours after Pepper and Max jumped out the window, and Carl, you've been sort of rudely awoken as around you lies sort of the group you've now chosen to align yourself with. You see Michael Matthias, middle-aged, pretty chubby, sort of gleaming. You see Carol, your best friend in basically the whole world. You see Oswald and Caramella, the last remaining two members of the Sugar Hill Gang. You see an old man in a suit, an old bald man in a suit and a white moustache who you don't know yet. Matthias looks at you and he goes, "Oh, thank God, the man's awake. How you doing?"
Carl kind of like shakes his head and half gets up and asks Matthias, "Can your stand-up make a coffee machine?"
Well, it could make the machine, but it could make the beans.
Do you have beans?
Of course I have beans. He summons a coffee machine next to you. It rises out the ground. First off, it looks like it's made of concrete, but then you can see the form slowly shape until it's in the shape of a coffee machine. And in it are beans, which you assume he carried up. So make some yourself.
I do make some coffee myself.
Okay, well, he walks over to the window that Pepper and Max recently jumped through. You're still in the warehouse where everything happened. And he is just standing precariously against this open window, and you're at the top. You are incredibly high up, and you can feel the wind coming through, but he's standing perfectly still. This is a very important week for me, and I'm glad to have you on my team.
I kind of, as I'm drinking my coffee, I nod at him.
Do you know why I can stand at this window with you behind me and not fear that you will push me over into the abyss?
I look at him as I expect him to keep going.
It's because, more so than my stand, it's powerful, yes, and I could likely catch myself if it came down to it. But over there is a woman who you care greatly about, and in pushing me, you would be doing her a great disservice. See, Carl, knowledge is power, and not knowledge of the way the world works. Knowledge of people. Knowledge of how they tick, and what you must do to get them on your side. That is all that matters. He stands up to his full height, which is still not that tall, and he says, "This will be a very important week for Paradise City. Soon, I will be receiving an item that will make my powers beyond what you could possibly imagine. Give me the ability to shape not just this city, but the whole world." And he looks at you, Carl, and he says, "I'm going to make this place perfect. Everything. No more war. No more famine. No more sadness. Just paradise. Are you willing to be a part of this?"
Carl, he looks at Carol, and looks back at Matthias. He kind of shrugs, keeps drinking his coffee, and so it's pretty obvious from his expression that he's willing to cooperate.
I appreciate your honesty. Okay.
Before we switch scenes, I want to scratch the ear where Max put his substand in.
Oh! Okay, you do
I'm
that.
not gonna take it out, just as a little nod to him.
Okay. Yep, sure enough. You scratch the stand and Matthias goes, okay, here's the plan. You and Carol are going to be escorting the van that is carrying said important material. Now, if you're wondering why I'm sending you on such an important mission, it's because, frankly, I don't trust you perfectly yet. So, I'm not going to put you in a position where anyone will know, where your friends will know that you're there. You're going to be protecting the van and escorting it to this building. The rest of you, he points at Oswald and Caramella, he says, you'll be protecting this building. Likely that the interlopers will be arriving as we speak, or within the next few hours. I have faith in your abilities. He looks at the tall, lanky man, bald man with the beard, and he says, you know where you need to go, right? And the man nods his head, and he says, Matthias says, all right. Matthias lifts his hands up, and all of you are encased in concrete. And then you are pulled down the building and outside to your mission locations. Over at the Speedwagon headquarters.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Now that I'm away from the Matthias, I will actually take out the little earpiece, and I'll whisper her, I'm sorry. I'm sure you understand. I'll drop it on the ground and stamp on it.
Got it. Okay. We go to the Speedwagon Foundation, where an old woman is, an old paralyzed woman is pushing herself forward with the tips of her fingers on a wheelchair. She goes into the bottom floor, wheels straight past all the other elevators, and goes straight to Maureen's. There she slowly goes up the floors on Maureen's elevator, which is darker than it used to be. And at the top floor, those doors open, and she goes inside. Speedwagon looks at this woman in confusion and disbelief. This woman just like wheels straight past Maureen and into Speedwagon's office. And Speedwagon takes summons his stand, a hat, and throws it at this woman before saying, who are you? What are you doing here?
Hi, I'm Max. Just hopping in. I think I have some important information for you.
He goes, gee.
And then I flick a switch, and you hear some white noise in the background to block out any of the bugs that might be around. And I tell him, I got some info on who's been doing all of this. His name is Matthew Matthias, and he's amassing power. He's trying to take the city. He's controlling you and the government.
Jesus, Max, sorry, that's quite a piece of information. What do you mean, all this?
This Paradise City, it's a stand. The entire thing.
As you say that,
do stuff.
As you say that, another man walks in to the same room, and let me quickly change where you guys are. Another man walks into the room. This man is tall, bald, and he has a grey beard and mustache. Max, you recognise him immediately. Sorry, I'll get rid of your token now. Max, you recognise him immediately as as the man who is to Matthias's right when you were in his office.
Okay, and so is he in the same room?
Yep, he walks in the room. He says, Speedwagon, we have to talk.
Oh.
Speedwagon looks at him and says, yes, of course, Mayor Coltrane. He sits up straight in his chair and says, what's the issue? And Coltrane goes, and then he looks at you, Coltrane looks at you and goes, is it safe to... Do you trust this old lady? Who is she? Speedwagon sort of has a moment, and then he says, no, it's fine. Yes, she's just a friend of mine. The old man goes, oh, of course. 2 of your agents have gone rogue. One, Pepper, and Max Brannigan. Yeah, we saw them trying to steal priceless artifacts from the Paradise City Museum. They were using their stands for nefarious deeds. And Speedwagon sort of crosses his arms and he goes, is that right? And the old man goes, yes, of course. I'll need you to put a warning out on all your agents. Tell them to look out for these 2. They're dangerous, very dangerous, more so than maybe even you think. And he goes, of course, yes, I'll get right to that. And the man goes, okay, I will reconvene with you in the next few hours. I need to go do some official business. I'll talk to you soon. Speedwagon goes, yeah. And the man goes to walk out.
Okay, I hope he's not just standing outside the door.
No.
I say, yeah, okay. Oh, he actually goes down the elevator or something?
Yeah, you hear him go down Marine's elevator.
Oh, okay. I tell him, you may not believe me after what he just said, but I hand him like a flash drive containing a voice recording of the last encounter we just had, and tell him to play it once I leave, and then I turn around and start wheeling myself out.
He goes to play it, and you can hear as you wheel yourself out, and down the stairs and down the elevator, you can hear the recording of Matthias's voice saying, "This is my stand, Paradise City," and as then you slowly ride down the elevator. Okay, what's Pepper doing during all this?
Just kind of looming somewhere outside the building, just
that's
waiting,
probably better.
just listening.
In a getaway van.
You actually, as you're standing outside, you actually see a couple minutes after Max enters in wheelchair form, you see Matthias's right-hand man sort of walk down the street.
Okay. Pepper's just gonna play it cool. He's just gonna play it cool for now. Stay in the van, car.
Okay.
If Max needs anything, then he'll storm the building.
So the radio, maybe you turn on the radio in the car, and surely enough, on the radio is none other than Matthias himself. He goes, "Good morning, Paradise City. It is a beautiful day today, though I hate to report that several criminals are on the loose. One, Max Brannigan and Pepper, matching these descriptions, and he sort of lists off how you guys look. Any information about these 2 fugitives are to be reported immediately to the Paradise City Police Force. I hate to be a bummer, but it's of vital importance. Anyway, I hope you all have a wonderful day." And then the song switches to some sort of slow love tune.
Pepper adjusts the car seat so he can lean back as far as possible without being seen. That's
Genius.
and no one will ever know.
Okay, so I assume I get back down to the car without the issue, right?
Yeah, you're in your current Hawking contingency state. You can get to the car with very little issue. How did you get this car? Actually, I'm going to ask. Is it just one of your cars?
I mean, we could have stolen it. I could have made
The
it.
speed demons we had during the race.
Yeah, you did get some pretty sweet cars.
Oh yeah, we could have just stolen it from the garage.
Yeah, there was
The truck that we just knocked the guy out.
actually, as you let's do a quick retcon. You go to check the garage for cars, but the only thing in there is Al's taxi.
Oh, shit.
No. So the seat doesn't even go back. It just kind of lurches, and I like break my spine.
No, the seat doesn't. Actually, the seat goes back, but the reason it goes back is because the hinge is broken, and it literally the whole seat just goes back. The seat itself falls over. Yeah, that's the only car you sadly had available.
Ice cream trucks I could hijack.
Sure.
Specifically ice cream trucks.
It's weird. It's a weird thing
Okay.
to choose.
When I get to the car, I take over driving because since we're wanted criminals now, we can't just have someone see us driving. So I tell Pepper to get in the back, and I get in the front, and because I do like a Terminator 2 kind of thing where I can change my form now with keeping conservation of mass. So I turn into an Indian guy
Okay.
to
Cool.
drive around, so no one will recognize me.
Cool. When you drive, as you get closer to the center of sort of Paradise City, you realize the sheer effect that Matthias's show of power has had. Literally, every building is slightly slanted, just bent at the center. Like the entire city is creaking under its own weight. You can see the sort of twisted metal that the sort of city has become. It's not particularly grotesque, but it definitely just looks like the entire city has been sort of all focused on one point. And you know that point to be the building that you fell out of, which, when you found out as you landed, was the Paradise City Museum.
Quick question: do other people visibly notice that it's all wonky?
People were looking, but I think it's because you saw you saw it happen. But a lot of these people are slightly confused. Were these buildings always like that? It's barely visible right now. It was way more visible at the top of the thing, but from the bottom you can sort of even barely notice it.
All right. Okay, so I'm assuming we're going to the museum, right?
So, yeah, you said there's the museum. Carl was sent to guard a truck that Matthias said was going on the sort of main freeway of Paradise City.
Oh yeah, we should go after the truck.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want. You can go and get some allies. You can go talk to people. Use.
Oh yeah, we should. We should have gotten some people from Speedwagon.
Do whatever you got to do.
Want to load up on some allies first, and
Yeah, where should we go? Because really, the only allies we have is the Speedwagon Foundation.
and people there think that we're wanted criminals, and if Speedwagon does anything against that,
Yeah.
it might raise suspicion.
Oh. Well, we could. Did we ever encounter any other stand users though? I don't think so.
Oh, let's go to the zoo.
Oh yeah, let's
Salamander.
let's kidnap the salamander and the jellyfish and the ants.
Don't do that. Can we do that? Can we just
You can.
get the salamander and throw it at someone?
You can.
Animal handling check.
Yeah, basically. No, you can. You can go to I'm giving you complete freedom here.
I assume that the animals are sentient because Iggy and the rats were, so we could convince them to help us. Let's go do it.
Do it.
Sure, you already know the way to Paradise City Zoo because you've driven there once before. And as you
Whirly.
as you go, you drive up and you just take in all these familiar sights that you've been to, and you get to the zoo, which I actually need to unarchive. Whoops. And yeah, you get to the zoo. Because of the fact that it's no longer under terrible terrible storms and everything's going awfully. There are people there. There's lots of people, and they're having just a grand old time in Paradise City Zoo. Kids and parents alike. And you see some sort of effects of your time here. In the salamander enclosure, one of the volcanoes he made is still up. He's sort of hissing around it. People must think it's plastic, you assume. The elephant enclosure is very empty. But apart from that, it's pretty much the same as it was. It's pretty much the same as it was.
Oh, and no guard dog.
Yeah, there's no
Rest
guard
in
dog.
peace.
As you walk in, the man at the entry, who I believe was called Avi, looks at you and says, "Oh, holy shit, it's you guys!"
Well, wait, no, I'm an Indian guy, so he
Oh,
only
right.
reacts
He only
to
reacts to
pepper.
Pepper. He says, "Oh, holy shit, man. It's, what are you doing here?"
Back for the rest of the elephant.
He goes, "Oh, shit, yeah. I forgot about that elephant." He looks down, he sort of does like a cross in his chest. He goes, "Yeah, no, what really brings you here? Is it
Pepper
I need
just
to
kind
talk
of
to the salamander.
you need to
are some animals.
you need to talk to the salamander?"
Yes.
Like, hey,
Pepper
no.
pats him on the shoulder. He's like, "Don't think about it much. It's
Wait a
just
second,
gonna-
who are
just
you?
go. Just
He
go."
looks at you, currently disguised as an Indian dude, and says, "Who are you exactly? Sorry to
I'm-
pry."
I'm his taxi driver.
Yeah, all right. He obviously can't be bothered with this conversation. For you have free reign in the park. You did us a huge service. Yeah, just have free reign. And
Okay, well,
he walks off to go range that park. Right.
Well, let's go talk to the salamander. Wait, yeah, because how would we communicate with him? I could make a
We
text
might be
to
able to.
speech thing that you could type
For
on.
salamanders?
No,
we
the
didn't
salamander
think
is
it
sentient.
through.
So he should be able to type. Well, assuming that he could read.
That doesn't sound right.
Stands are able to communicate telepathically.
Oh yeah.
Let's do that. I think I'll pull out Starbound and be like, "Hey there, how you feeling?"
From behind the salamander, you see a small sort of fiery sort of figure appear. It's got red sort of shoulder things, and it also comes out and says, "What you do here?"
Going for the Argonian.
I'm bad for accents. He goes. He looks fucking. He looks as angry as a salamander can do. He says, "You hurt me."
Well, if you don't help us, someone's gonna hurt you a lot more.
Or kind of waves at the enclosure. Goes, "Do you like this? Do you like this enclosure? Well, if you don't help us, that's gone."
He prowls around his volcano and he says, "I get food here. They give me much. Tell me, who threatens us?"
Matthias.
It's an evil name, but I do not know it. What does he intend to do?
He intends to control this city and all who reside within it, including you.
Human affairs are not my affairs. I am happy here.
Or kind of leans forward.
He
a little
sent
bit
us
and
here
says,
the first time, so who says you won't do it again? But with someone else.
He prowls around his enclosure and he says, "Give me time to think. 10 minutes. And he climbs into his volcano for a bit and just sits there.
Well, let's go talk to ants now.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go to the ants.
Yeah, we've never done that. Really?
Make every accent in the universe.
I can't do an ant voice. Yeah, no.
No, just like
You
how would you do it?
you walk up to the ant things, and Pepper, you see some children like pointing at you, like, hey, like they're like there's an older man sort of sitting on a bench, and some children are like talking next to him and pointing at you, Pepper.
Like, there's a little dramatic close. He goes, "Why, yes, it's me, Smiley the Clown. I do children's parties. I just got off of work, though. I'm here at the zoo. I was working over there by the salamander enclosure, entertaining the salamander and the children there as well. But today I'm here for the ants. I'm here to talk to the ants, play with the ants. You like ants, kids? I like ants. Well, I need to do my business as Smiley the Clown that does things with animals."
The second you say that, a billboard, there's a huge billboard behind you, basically, and the billboard that was like, come to Paradise City Zoo, see the ants or whatever, behind you directly replaces with a huge wanted poster of you and Max's face.
I quickly run over to him and adjust the skin pigment in his face to make him wear clown makeup.
You can do that?
I mean, I'm guessing because
I don't think you could do that.
No, could I? I'm wondering because
I don't think you can change other people.
okay, no, I could no. But the thing is, I can heal people. I could sew them like up from the inside out. So why couldn't I grab this like the melanin in his face and just shove it all toward the nose so he has like a clown nose, but it's all brown instead of red.
Wounds
Like
and change
cheek-
my
and, like,
ethnicity. That's kind of a big
Rose
jump.
brown cheeks.
Yeah.
And, it's like
Magic
the most
blackface.
crappy clown ever.
Okay.
The rest of his face is white except for his.
You give Pep
It's like perfect circles on his cheeks and his nose.
You give Pepper some magic blackface, but he still has the same facial structure. And Avi actually he is sort of, as he's ranging, he's looking around at the enclosure, and he's like, oh shit, and he opens the gate because you're over here and he's over here. He opens the gate and you see 5 or 6 small dogs run out of the enclosure in which Hound used to live.
No. Okay.
And every single one of them has the exact same collar he did.
Oh.
And I think okay.
Do they all look like him?
Yeah, they're all the exact same breed. They're all Dobermans, which I think he was. They're all baby
Judge
Dobermans.
Max on the shoulder, and I point to the dogs and I say, "You go get those. I, Smiley the Clown, and no one else will handle these ants."
The dogs, the puppies, they start running up to you, and
Do they look angry?
they do. They look quite angry.
Well, it's not much they could do to me.
I mean, they're puppies.
I stand. Well, oh, wait, are they puppies or are they like fully grown?
No, they're puppies. It's only been like 2 weeks.
You can like shit stomp them.
I wouldn't even need a stand to get them.
Drop your leaden foot on their heads. Jesus Christ.
I like calmly walk up to them and show no fear because that kind of puts the fire out of a dog.
Okay, they some of them are pacified. One goes to bite you, but like obviously it doesn't do anything to your metal skin. There's like 5 of them, and like 3 of them cower. 1 tries to bite you. The 5th one, you don't know exactly what happens, but you feel a small wave of force push you back. Not huge, but a small wave of force nevertheless.
Well, I try to communicate. Wait, would other people be able to hear me communicating with the dogs?
Nah.
Because that'd be weird if I was like talking to a dog.
No, well, I mean, I do it. Yeah, sure. You can try and talk to the dogs.
What is your relation to Hound?
He looks up. The one who pushed you back looks up at you and goes, "Dad."
I was I tell them like my experience with their dad and like how we like fought the evil whale together.
He's like, they're like running around. They're like, they're like losing their shit. He goes, he one of them looks at you and goes, "So he saved you?"
Yes, and he saved the entire city.
Wow. The puppies are sort of all completely sated now. They're all sitting and looking at you. And Arvi walks up to you and goes, oh God, I haven't seen them this calm in forever. They've been so aggressive recently.
Well, I just have that effect on animals. A really, really bad Indian accent.
Oh, yeah, fair enough. I'm supposed to arrest you, but I can't. I physically cannot do that.
Also, wait, am I even a suspect though? Because like, do they know?
Oh right,
that I'm
right. Sorry,
Max?
no, completely rearranged that. He goes, yeah, no, you've.
Like, that'd be weird if I was just like my white blue-eyed guy saying stuff in the Indian accent.
No, yeah, no. You look. Sorry, you look. No, yeah. He goes. No, they've been real angry the last couple of weeks. I've hardly been able to train them at all. So, you'd like a dog whisperer or something?
Yeah, something like that.
One of them jumps up on you and starts like licking your leg and is incredibly excited. He says, "Can we go with you?"
I tell them yes, but I ask them how they think they could get out without being noticed.
And
Smear them into your body.
Oh yeah. Yeah, just create like a couple bubbles for them to sit in.
okay, that is some body horror shit right there. Avi, while
Okay.
Avi's looking away, you stuff all the puppies into your mass, and you're just
And like kind
slightly.
of just like quickly walk away to the car.
Okay. Cool. You got some puppies in the car. Pepper, what do you want to do?
Nearby, I can lure the ants with.
I mean,
You have to be like super careful that no one actually sees you.
Same stool, same curly whirly.
I'm gonna go grab a few curly whirlies, and
There is a man. There is a man at this stall who now it's not abandoned anymore. He goes, "Oh, do you wanna some food?"
curly whirlies, thank you.
Here, he says that'll be $4.
I don't know how much money I had. Maybe I use a credit card.
So
Pepper's got cash on my account.
You probably have at least $4. Yeah, you pay him and walk over to the ant enclosure.
I'm gonna break up one of the curly whirlies and just toss it out into the enclosure, and then I'm gonna use my stand to talk to the ants when they appear.
Yeah, you toss the food out, and several ants come out, and they don't have a stand per se, but seeing that yours, they all look at you and they just look at you. Yeah.
Remember me? I gave you a curly whirly in the ring a few weeks ago. In fact, I think we gave you a few. We need a favor now, and I'm willing to pay you 5 more curly whirlies in exchange.
We are Empire. We appreciate the sustenance. We will help you.
I don't think 5 curly whirlies are gonna cut it for this though.
Pepper is a bit off put by their voice, I'm not gonna lie. Pepper's like, oh, good. Well, we need you in a car. So
We are Legion. You see him start to form together to make a slightly humanoid shape, and he says, "We will do what you ask."
What was that guy that was made of ants in Rick and Morty?
Answer Myers Johnson.
Million ants.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so the ants climb up the sides of the cage and go through an air hole one by one and start trailing themselves outside towards the car.
I wouldldn't know they're coming. Never mind.
No. Yeah,
I'm
about...
like, I'm going to need some more curly whirlies.
He goes...
You run up and just throw your wallet at the thing.
My entire credit card, I'm like, give me everything.
Okay. He just hands you like an armful of various sweets and chocolates.
Can I like snag my credit card back?
Yeah, sure.
Sweet.
He says, "Okay, I didn't need that anyway." And yeah, is there anything else you want to do before you go?
Well, I don't think we could really realistically bring the jellyfish.
I mean, if we could get like a bucket of water or something.
Also,
and then...
I'm gonna be honest. That jellyfish is the most chaotic evil of all animals. I will tell you that right
Bring
now.
it then.
Well, to be honest, he's just as likely to make us forget how to speak as he is to help us.
Do me a solid, Max. Can you make me another light? I can just wreck house.
Okay, I go to an isolated corner, right here where no one really is looking, hopefully. And I grab one of the lights and make as bright of a light as I can make. Just absolutely super bright.
Yeah, with those lights, you can make an easy A rate light at least.
Yeah, no, but not just S8 light, just super duper bright.
Okay, yeah, sure. You probably
I guess this kind where you need a pinhole camera to look at.
No, yeah, you get a couple of lights and fuse them together, I guess, to make a very powerful, very energy-consuming light. And
We've only ever made lights out of the lights in this zoo.
that's true. This zoo has been
Oh
incredible.
wait, no, but we've also used laser pointers.
That's true. He got them out of the air. This zoo is missing 5 lights.
Well, they probably replaced it by now.
Yeah, probably. Or maybe they didn't.
Got one more.
Yeah.
Do we have anything else? I mean, I assume we're not taking the jellyfish.
Yeah, no, I don't even want to talk to it.
All right. Yeah, it sounds like a lot of fun to bring the jellyfish, but it sounds like a lot of trouble too. So Pepper's just gonna wave at the kids and be like, "Goodbye now, Smiley the Clown. Here's my card." He throws out a piece of paper with nothing on it. He's like, "Have fun. Call me. I don't work Wednesdays. Bye."
The kids are fucking just look at you slack-jawed and confused as you leave. As you pass by the salamander enclosure, it comes out and says, "I have considered your offer, but decided against it. You see, human affairs are very temporary. I think I will soon find myself after accommodation. Nevertheless, I thank you for your consideration." And he goes back into his volcano to rest.
Okay, well, I try to calm the dogs in preparation of the massive horde of ants that are coming.
Yeah. Actually, you start to see in the back seat of Al's taxi, tons of these ants start pouring in, and they form the shape of a somewhat humanoid shape, completely genderless, but just sort of like a stick figure made of ants, basically. And and it looks at you and says, "You were once kind to us. We, Empire, thank thee."
I think I'll pay you. Bit off put by these ants still. He just kind of loads all the sweets in the trunk with them. He's like, just don't eat it all at once.
He says, "Do not worry. We understand the necessity of restraint." And then just like sort of disintegrate and just start eating all this candy. Fucking
Well, I turned Pepper's face back to normal.
okay. Pepper no longer has magic blackface, and yeah, you guys are back in Al's taxi with a bunch of puppies and some ants.
Oh,
I'm sorry, but those puppies are going to die.
That'll be fun.
We gotta make sure those puppies can breathe, otherwise we're just throwing limp balls of flesh.
Oh, yeah.
Well, assuming you didn't put the puppies in the trunk. There's a back seat.
I thought they were still in Max's chest.
No.
Oh, Jesus.
No, like I wouldn't just keep them inside me. Oh my god.
Okay. Yeah, just to speed
All
things up.
have stands, or-
Just to speed things up, I'm assuming you leave the zoo.
Okay.
Yeah, as you drive away, once again, you notice how all the buildings are creaking, and actually, you pass by a building that looked like even before its collapse looked pretty rickety, because whatever Matthias did, you assume, due to the sort of way the wood has bent, whatever Matthias did actually collapsed this building. And,
I go inside to see what's actually if there's anything remaining that would be of interest.
it looks like it used to be some sort of like restaurant. Sort of tables are littered with. It was only like one floor. It was like a tiny sort of like cute shack amongst these sort of giant skyscrapers, and like yeah, the entire restaurant is like laden with tables, and like it looks like people left this place in a hurry because there's still like pasta on some of these tables, and sort of in the middle is a man who's like trying to clear this up. He's like moving rubble sort of one thing at a time in the middle.
Do I recognize him, or is there any like defining details on him?
No, he's sort of he's quite chubby. He has a cigar in his mouth and a sort of pork pie style hat, and he's just like trying to move all this stuff.
Well, I call out to him asking what happened.
The man looks at you and says, "Did you destroy my shop?"
I say no, but I'm trying to get who did.
Before you finish your sentence, the man takes out a small coin out of his pocket and throws it on the ground. The moment the coin hits the ground, it seems like he kind of is absorbed into the ground.
Like, I go and pick up the coin.
You go to pick up the coin, but you see that there's not a coin there. And you feel a pressure on the back of your neck and say, "Are you sure you didn't destroy my shop?"
Well, I mean, he was trying to get me. He was trying to like intimidate us, I guess. But what happened? How did your shop get destroyed?
I don't know. I was hoping you knew. I mean, I was just serving my sandwiches when the whole city went haywire.
Yeah, no, that's like it's like kind of indirectly my fault. I wasn't the one. The guy who did it was trying to get me.
Do you know that guy who did it?
Yes.
I assume you're hunting for this man, right?
Of course. Would you care to join us?
I would love to join you. What's your name?
My name is Max. Yours?
Antonio. I go out and shake your hand.
Oh, so he's an Italian.
Yeah, he's a sort of pretty short, pudgy Italian dude. Maybe not
So-
short, but quite big actually. But
He's wearing like classical gangster, like he's wearing the black dress pants and the white dress shirt, the shorts and the fedora, the actual fedora, not the neckbeard kind.
Yeah.
He's actually clean shaven.
Well, I
He
lead
shakes
him
your
to the
hand.
car, and don't give him any explanation when he comes in.
okay, so your new friend enters the car where there are just a fuck ton of puppies just running around.
What the fuck?
Wait, and also the ants.
They're in the trunk,
Yeah,
aren't they?
exactly.
Oh, wait, no, I thought the ants are in the trunk. I thought.
Yeah, Pepper threw all the sweets in the
Oh.
truck with the ants.
Kind of leans
moment-
forward in his seat and he goes, "Empire, we have a new friend."
Wait, aren't you the guy the radio man warned us about?
The radio man is the guy who did this.
Thank God.
Look, I'm pretty on board with killing this man, but don't you think this is a little bit crazy?
I pull
You're
out
sure I'm
the
not
actual.
dreaming?
I pull out the actual voice recorder and play it, and he hears the part where the guy imitates, uses his radio voice.
He said, just to do it, he goes, "Oh, sorry, let me do it. Hello, and welcome to PCB Radio. I'm Michael Matthias," and then you put it to a stop, or maybe you keep playing, and sort of it goes on as he's like talking about intimidating you and how he controls the whole city, and then you hear the almighty creak as all the buildings sort of slowly come towards you, and yeah, you know everything now.
Well, Antonio kind of opens his eyes like really wide and says, "Oh my god." He takes out a cigar from his jacket and lights it, starts smoking it. He says, "I haven't smoked in approximately 17 years. I didn't think I would hear the word stand again." As he does this, he takes out his stand, which looks like a male ballerina. Can you guys see this?
Well, I turn my hand into the letters, the word yes.
Or just summon Starbomb to float next to him.
I thought I had retired.
Well, we need to go to the museum. You in?
Why not? I don't have my shop anymore. There's a stand users. There's puppies apparently in this car.
Oh, don't worry, there's stand users too.
Excuse me?
One of the puppies looks at you and goes, "Did you fight with my dad too?"
Just take me to the museum.
Okay.
I tell them, no, we only just met him.
What they look at Boundary and goes, "Oh, fine."
But Pepper did.
And then like 10 of them, well, there's only 5, but all 5 of them just jump on Pepper at once.
Down for this, he starts cuddling with them and giggling.
Okay, you start driving back towards the museum. It's a long road, sort of, because basically to get to Speedwagon Foundation from the museum, you went sort of east, and then you went more east to get to the zoo, and you're going all the way back now. And you're sort of driving along this motorway with like thousands of cars, but as you drive longer and longer, you realise that the road starts to thin out. Like less and less cars are on it. People are turning off, and you're not exactly sure why, but everyone's just like driving off to the side, parking near, and like eventually on one of the busiest motorways in Paradise City, just there's no cars at all.
I drive off to the side too.
Okay. You're now on the side.
And I look around to see if there's a stand user or anything.
Not that you can tell. Actually, now you're saying this, some people are getting out and they're looking panicked, and they're like grabbing their bags and starting to like.
Oh, it's the radio. We
start-
couldn't hear it because we didn't have the radio on.
Okay, do you turn the radio on?
I turned the radio on.
He goes, you hear Michael Matthias' voice and goes, all right, everyone, urgent message to all Paradise City listeners. We are currently in a state of evacuation. There is a huge storm coming, as big as the one that happened a few weeks ago, but also accompanied by a few magnitude 8 earthquakes. We need to all leave the area as soon as possible. If you are in your cars, move them up to the side and calmly walk out of Paradise City and into the desert. We will be receiving further instructions there. Thank you all, and have a good night. And the radio switches off. And you see one car still on the road. A small black van that's driving sort of probably above the speed limit, but it's got some sort of sign on the side, and it's just driving incredibly fast up the road now.
Well, I guess I would give chase. What do you think, guys?
Absolutely.
So you're gonna give chase?
Yeah. Wait, I grab like a small piece of myself and throw it as hard as I can to see if I could get it to like stick.
All right, let's give the first power roll of the day. Just do a standard power roll. See if you can hit it. Yeah, with the 15, you manage to stick a piece of yourself onto this. Is it one of like the bug pieces where you can hear stuff?
It's a different one where I just know where it is at all times.
Okay, cool. I'll allow that.
Okay, how far away is the car from us?
Not that far. It's moving. We're currently in bullet time right now. It's moving quickly, like probably like 60, 70 miles an hour. But it's only just past you.
How many meters away from us is it?
Probably like 20 feet. You're on the side of the road. It's in the far end.
Okay, I will use my stand to attempt to spin the screws on one of its tires.
Okay. I guess that would be a precision roll to see if you can get that done while it's moving so fast. So you go to unscrew the sides of the thing, but you manage to like hit some of the metal and that spins a bit, but the car keeps moving.
Damn.
Wait, you rolled d10s.
Yeah,
It's a thing.
it's a thing.
Okay.
Yeah, so what do you guys want to do? Pepper, you could probably do something because either one of them have until you have to all start actually chasing after it.
I guess I'll try to incapacitate the van by throwing a light grenade using that light.
Okay, you're going to try and incapacitate the person driving.
I'm gonna throw the light grenade at the
whoa.
side of the van and try and
You
like
just cut
blow
out
it.
like, really badly.
No, I heard that.
Oh, I didn't hear any of it.
Oh, it's fine. So you're just going to throw the light grenade at the side of the van. Okay, cool.
Yeah, at the side of the van to try and just blow it to the side and make it like smash into the other cars on the side.
Are you
of the
using
road.
like the uber powerful one that probably only has one charge, or are you just making like a normal one?
It's
I'll make a normal one then.
okay.
I'm saying only probably because Ally said like it would be a short like it would like take a lot of energy to use.
It's like early morning because basically the way this has gone is the train mission, the dreams, and this are all happening basically in 24 hours. You did the train thing, went straight onto dreams, and now you're here, and it's basically you haven't slept once. So yeah, you can make a precision roll for a B grenade. So Make the precision roll, see if you can hit that boy. Yep, you hit the side of the van straight the fuck on. Now do a power to see if it skids properly. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it is. The van practically topples over. It smashes into the car on the side. Luckily no one was in it, but the van.
No one was in the van?
Yeah, no one. No one's in the. No one is in the car it smashed into. But yeah,
okay.
It just drifts off to the side.
What if this
Hey,
is just
shit.
some random van that was ignoring the evacuation?
For no reason.
What'd you say?
Thought it was suspicious.
Yeah, what if it was just a random van?
Like panicking, trying to get their mother in the hospital to leave, and we're just like, nope. Oh Jesus. Oh, no.
Okay, well, I cautiously walk up to the driver's side of the van.
Okay. You see, in the. Sorry, let me switch over. You see in the driver's side. So what was Carl saying to Carol before the thing hit the side of the truck?
I think they were just silent.
Yeah, they were just sort of sitting, driving with their important cargo in the back, and suddenly, you see Carl. You see out the rearview mirror a incredibly, an unforgettable sight of the light grenade approaching and hitting the side of your van as it hits a railing and basically just fucking. Just does the thing. It just flips over completely. And you and Carol are both unharmed with the parry stance, but you're now upside down. And you see Pepper just walk up to the van.
I thought I was walking up.
Oh, sorry, Max. Yeah, you see Max walk up to the van and look
You see an
inside.
Indian man walk up.
Pepper's there too. Pepper's coming.
All right, so I'm gonna say.
Antonio goes as well.
Yeah, Antonio goes as well. I'm gonna have to make your decision. Are you gonna take control of Carl or Antonio for this? And I'll take control of the other one if you want.
I think I will play Antonio for this because I'm excited to try out his abilities.
All right, cool. So
Oh wait, I'm gonna turn back into normal really quick, just so I can see the look on Carl's face when an Indian man turns into his once friend.
yeah, so Carl.
Can I assume I still roleplay as Carl, right?
Yeah, for talking you'll play.
Okay.
So you see an Indian man walk up to your van, probably say, "Oh, you're right," and then transform into Max.
Well, you already heard my apology. And as he says that, he freezes Max.
Okay, let's roll some fucking initiative.
Oh, come on.
See
So
ya.
close.
I roll better as Carl than you do.
Excuse me, I always was like first in initiative or second.
No, you probably were. The dogs are all also see speed. So. Ooh, 20 for the dogs.
Wow.
Dogs are dogs. They know what they're doing. So Max got
son.
18,
Yeah.
and Pepper got did Pepper roll? Yep. Pepper got 19 as well. I say for the fact he's not incapacitated, Pepper will go first. Then Carl, Max, Carol, and dogs first. Actually, I lied.
Hey, I got a 7, but I'm not on the list.
All right. Let's. Oh.
Hey,
Oh, you got a 7.
I'm missing from the turn order.
Whoops. Forget there's a new character. You're going last anyway. All right. So I guess first off in the order, there's the dogs. Since no one has attacked anyone yet, they're just going to walk up and it's going to be Pepper's go.
Pepper's to the side of the car, and I'm gonna wrench Carl out. and I'm probably gonna throw him in the open over here.
Okay, Carl, are you gonna contest this?
Well,
Wait, what am I saying? I'm doing Carl.
Yeah.
Shit. I'm gonna say Carl is gonna let you do that, so you're not gonna need to make a strength check. Where you throwing him? Just over here.
I'm gonna throw him over there,
All right, cool. I guess that's your action.
and I'm not gonna do anything else with my turn. Do
No.
that. Can I like tap him on the chest with my fist?
What? Just.
I can get the lock on.
Yeah, sure. I mean, you've pretty much been near him anyway, so yeah, you can get a lock on as you throw him. It's Carl's go. Carl is he's gonna stand up, taking half his movement, and
May I do a little bit of roleplay before this?
go for it.
Carl looks puzzled because he expected you to start just hitting him. And as he stands up, he asks you, "So, are you gonna kill me or not?"
Well, it depends on how much you resist.
Darling.
As I like look slightly mournful.
Well, I
Sorry,
still
what
were
was
really outnumbered here, but I guess now Carl takes his action, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Wait, before he says that, I ask, do you really think you could beat all of us?
I don't know, like, does he think he can beat all of them?
Carl is very much a pragmatic man. I don't think he thinks he can. I'm assuming it's your character.
Oh, well, so,
I'm saying this like to
Carl
get him to back
thinks-
down, like to surrender or something.
yeah, I think Carl thinks for a second and says, "If you can keep me and Carol safe, we will not resist. Or else I will not."
All right, everyone, make a quick speed roll, except for the dog. And actually, I'm going to say Antonio can't make one either because he won't know what's going on right now. But
Okay.
okay. You see something fly towards Carl. Are you going to try and catch it?
Can I tell what it is, like with precision?
Yeah, actually, because you got a 19. It's the cassette tape. Carol has from the front seat thrown it at Carl.
Yeah, I catch it. Yeah, I want to catch it just so he doesn't play it.
Okay, you catch it, and it's just a cassette tape you got in her hand, and you can sort of hear Carol sigh from in her seat.
Can I snap it?
I mean,
Oh, I'll wait until my turn, of course.
well, I feel like we're a little bit out of turn order right now.
Okay, yeah, so I'll try to snap it.
Okay,
That's power, right?
yeah, sure, give it a power roll.
Oh,
You don't snap it. You actually, you drop it. Actually, you drop it.
yeah, I drop
In
it.
effort to snap it, you drop it. Now, I guess it's going to be Carl's go. And I think Carl's going to promise he's not going to do anything. He says, if you can get me and Carol out safely, then you don't have to, none of us have to fight.
Well, I mean, I can't really think of anywhere where he could be 100% safe.
But
Except for, like,
Max, it is your go right now.
right, but I'm thinking before, like, I want to start combat, how I could convince them that they're going to be safe. You have any thoughts, Adam or Pepper?
I was gonna use my next turn to reach it and throw Carol out. I think the only thing you could really give them is,
Mexico? Oh no, I can't really think of anything. Oh, guess we have to go with combat.
What the fuck? I literally just said that we will not resist.
But I can't, no, but
It's his
I mean,
character. He's allowed to fight.
I mean, it is, but we can't like. We can't convince them that they're going to be safe, though.
We may not be able to convince them that they'll be safe, but we can convince them that if
Oh yeah, we could beat if we beat Matthias together. You guys will be safe.
yeah, we can do that.
Uh,
I think Carol's probably totally on board with whatever Matthias has got, so we might be able to get some information out of her and Carl.
Yeah, let's start interrogating them and trying to convince them.
okay.
Carl kind of like throws his hands up and looks at Carol and says, "You know we cannot win this battle. It's better if we both live than if we both die and do nothing."
So, Carl, give me a quick sort of sum up of Carol's personality, just so I can up here a bit.
Carol, okay. This is going to be a bit spoilery, but part of the reason Carl dislikes Pepper is because Pepper's personality is similar to Carol's.
Beautiful. That's okay. That's all I need to know. That's all I need to know. All right. Carol sort of gets out of her seat. And she goes, "Okay, darling, I'm fine." She puts her hand up to.
Don't you ever call me darling ever again. We've been over this.
Okay. As the two walk next to each other,
Darling.
you notice that they look incredibly similar. Like they have sort of similar face structures and hair, and it's a bit weird.
Like they're siblings.
No, you don't know. Carol goes, "Look, if you want information, I am not going to give you anything." And then she blows you a raspberry.
She what?
She blows a raspberry like a.
What does that mean?
It's when you put your tongue out and they go.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Pepper kind of looks at the two of them and really, but it's more aimed at Carl. Did she die?
What? No. I don't think so, at least. Did you die, Carl?
Carol goes, No, then what's that one? No, actually, I think I'm good. I think I didn't die. No, what the fuck? Carol's arms. Carol's arms sort of slowly lower, and she goes, "Look, why are we? Why are you fighting us? What do you get from this?"
Protecting people. Do you really think Matthias is going to stop at just getting power over the entire world?
Matthias loves humanity. She just like goes on the whole thing. She's like, everything he's done for this city is so incredible. Yes, he's power hungry. I won't deny it. It's true. But he wants power so he can make things better.
Have you ever heard of the concept of power corrupts, but absolute power corrupts absolutely? Think about it. Well, would you be tempted if you have like physical control over the entire world? You wouldn't do anything wrong with that?
Well, yes, but I'm me, so bad question. He is so much better than all of us.
So, give an
Carl
example.
kind of chimes in. He says, "How is he any different from Speedwagon? The only difference is that Matthias has the power to actually change the world instead of just doing whatever Speedwagon does."
Goes, because he's at the top of the chain. He determines the rest of that. That's why I don't trust him.
I don't see how that make you not trust him.
As you're saying this, a phone in Carol's pocket starts ringing.
Did she pull it out, or is she just standing there?
She's just standing there. Her hands are still sort of up, like she's like not making any effort to answer it. She goes, that will probably be him.
There's a chance you have to talk to him.
Well, darling, why don't you get it?
The moment Carl says that this is a chance for them to talk to the man, Antonio goes up, grabs the phone, and answers. And before hearing whatever that person says, he says, "Did you destroy my sandwich chop?"
Matthias goes, okay. Sorry, I think I might have got the wrong number here. Do you know a Carol by any chance?
Antonio kind of puts his hand over the microphone on the phone and asks them, "Is her Carol? Is she Carol?"
I say no.
Oh, sorry, I don't know any Carol.
Yeah, what's up? Sorry, that must have been a wrong number then. I'll send you a signed autograph to make up for his stomach. And then he hangs up.
Seems like you have the grown people, guys.
I was lying, Antonio.
Why did you lie? This is our opportunity. He's actually pissed.
Wait.
Guys, make a quick speed roll again.
Does Antonio make a speed roll too?
Yeah.
No?
Yeah, this time you know. Yeah, Carol makes another reach for another cassette tape. You can see now she's capable of producing more than one, as the one still lies at your feet. Fuck, with a 20, you just literally run over there and grab it out of her hand as she reaches
No,
out.
I have D speed because my stand does not have a speed stat.
Oh, right.
I got a 9.
No, well, yeah, no. Even with a 90, with Thingy's 19, yeah, Pepper just reaches out and grabs it.
Don't try anything stupid now, darling.
Look, we can't just.
I wonder if you got in the back of this truck.
Carol starts to sweat. She goes, "It's of vital importance, and not for grubby little hands like yours." Isn't that
I
right?
go over to the back of the van and open
Antonio?
it.
No,
Who got it, whatever?
She's just talking to Pepper, saying what's in the back.
Well, I go and try to open it.
It's
Assuming I don't get stopped.
it's padlocked, but it's you're strong enough to break a padlock easy, so you break the back and open it, and inside there's very little. Just in the center there is an ornate wooden box, about a meter long and not very wide.
I carefully open it from a distance at the door, so just in case it's an explosive, and say, "Hey, there's a box. It might be an explosive." Because I've learned from last time.
Nice. Yeah, you open the box, and in it is on a sort of soft plush, sort of cushion lies an intricate arrow with a gold-tipped head with holes in it.
I stored inside myself for safekeeping.
Does Antonio see this?
Yeah, Antonio sees it.
Oh my god. Guys, stop. Leave the arrow there. Don't touch it.
Do.
Wait, can I make a speed roll to put it inside me before he says this?
Sure, yeah. Make a speed contest, I guess.
Well, I'm probably going to win since he has no speed set.
Okay. I
don't think he can win.
It doesn't.
Well, there is.
I don't think.
There's
I don't
something.
think
Wait, I did the wrong thing.
What's your speed?
Oh, okay, never
You
mind.
rolled the same number.
Um.
Yeah, I can't win.
Oh, you can't win. Okay.
I
Yeah.
guess unless the modifiers apply to contest rolls.
Yeah, I don't think they do.
Nah. It's Yeah, it's just human. If you don't use your stand to do anything, it's just human.
Wait,
Anyway,
how'd you have a modifier for a speed roll though? Like that? part of your stand?
It will all be revealed.
It will be revealed.
All right, so yeah.
I can't win anyway, so
Yeah. No, Max takes the arrow inside himself, and nothing happens.
Now the question is, does that count as stabbing myself?
No. Well,
Okay.
even if it does, nothing happens just yet. Not yet.
Yeah, if it did stab me, would it be actually stabbing me, or would it be stabbing my stand?
You are your stand, so
Exactly.
it'd be stabbing you pretty much.
No, but like,
Yeah, it'd be stabbing
You
your
know what I
stand
mean.
because you're your stand. It would.
okay, yeah. So I'm not like actually stabbed, but it's just inside me.
Yeah, it's inside you right now.
Okay.
Carol goes, no, this is bad. No.
What's wrong there?
What's
So Antonio kind of finishes explaining. This is the arrow that fat guy used to give me this, and his stand. He pulls out his stand.
what does your stand look like?
I've seen people get very hurt when they touch the arrow. I don't know what the hell you just did. So,
Sorry, what do you say?
you hear, okay. This is similar to the thing that fat guy does to the new guys in Italy. This is bad. This is bad.
He was part of the Passion story.
Carol looks at you and says, "Are you for real? Like, he goes,
Me?
No, he's. She's looking at Antonio and goes, like, you're like, whatever. Max, you gotta take it out of you. You gotta do it. And Carl goes, you better listen to her, Max. It's, don't know much about it, but it could be dangerous.
What's the worst that'll happen? I'll get cut.
And
Yeah, actually, that's the worst that will happen.
Carol also goes, yes, that is 100% the worst thing that could happen.
And about getting cut by that arrow.
Actually, it'd be kind of hard for me to get cut by it if you think about it.
It's literally the scent of you.
Yours durability doesn't matter.
Oh, yeah, I think it would actually, because the stand would want to be stabbed by it.
Carol says, could I have a quick look at you?
Well, I guess I walk up, but very cautiously.
Antonio raises one of his coins in his finger. He starts spinning it like on top of his index finger, like a basketball.
Okay. Okay. Carl and Carol share a look. And Carl is gonna use Cadenza and freeze Antonio, Max, and Pepper.
Okay, I'm gonna try to like run away before he does this.
Okay, let's do a speed contest.
Or wait, I could punch him away though too.
Carl has, I don't know, man. This thing is pretty instant.
He's never had
does he have to touch us.
He's never had to roll for it before. It's just that he will fall asleep when it happens.
Yeah, it basically takes him out of the
Oh,
fight.
wait, which one is Condensa?
Cadenza is the one where he falls asleep and he can freeze up to free. He gets like 6 turns, but he then falls asleep. All right, so.
Well, yeah, but like, shouldn't like if he's in like bullet time, shouldn't we still be able to react though?
Yeah, it's just he gets 6 times
Yeah,
the
but,
speed
like,
roll. It's
I guess you can try to make a speed contest with Carl.
sure.
I
but-
mean, I'd have to be like super lucky. but
yeah, no, we'll give it a try.
that's what JoJo's about.
Yeah, let's see how hyped this can get. So he has. Oh god, he has good speed as well.
Okay,
Haha.
never mind.
Carl is the genesis of speed.
Yeah. So.
But he'd still have to go inside me to grab the arrow.
Well, here's what happens. First off, you 3 get frozen. Doc has no fucking idea what's going on. Just before you fall asleep, Carol is going to walk up to you, grab a new cassette tape, holding on to both you and Carl, and she's going to press play.
Just us three?
Yep, he's not going to grab Antonio, Pepper, or the dog. Just you three, and he's going to press play.
Okay.
So you hear a mournful classical tune for about 3 seconds, and then Pepper and Antonio see Max, Carol, and Carl all disappear.
Ooh.
Pepper just kind of goes, "Ah, God damn it!"
Okay.
Antonio pulls out another cigar and starts smoking it.
Surprised he doesn't pull out two at once.
Yeah.
The dog goes, Where'd Max go? Pepper, where'd Max go? And they run up to you.
Darlings, it can't be anywhere good. We have to make it back to the museum. They might have gone there. Before we depart, I'm guessing, yeah, Pepper's going to just go immediately if Antonio's down for that, but for this truck.
Oh, do you want to take that truck instead?
You know what?
It's
Yeah,
less
I mean,
conspicuous.
We have the ants in the taxi, so...
just for the ants. So I guess I'll go back and say, "Hey, Empire, why don't you get into this car instead? It's much more roomy."
Empire goes, You have been nothing but kind to us. We thank you in our time of need. And they squander out into the new van, taking the
Antonio
candy
pulls
with
out another cigar.
him. He is now smoking 3 at once. All right. Quick speed up. I'm assuming you're going to go to the museum.
Pepper's progress.
I'm assuming you're going to go to the museum.
Sure.
All right. Yeah. So you get on the car. You ride Al's taxi for a few miles. You know the museum's close now because the creak of the building has gotten even more and more pronounced. You can see now the few people that are still left in the city can visibly notice the sort of way that the buildings all shift towards this skyscraper. If you look closely enough, you can see the window that you all jumped out of. Well, Pepper can. And first off, let's just explain what quickly happened with Max, Carl, and Carol. You quickly got transported to a small classical venue where all of the people there were replaced by guns, and then
By guns?
Yeah, by guns. And then she presses stop again, and you all find yourself once again at the top of the skyscraper. You're basically right in front of where you jumped out, and you don't know how long it's been. So let's.
Well, I mean, what do I see? Like, do I see Matthias or anything?
No, currently it's empty. Just you three are there. And you can hear noises below you. Let's start up a new turn order, because this, my friends, may or may not be the final encounter. There are no guards patrolling here. But across the way, you see two people standing menacingly at the other side of the museum. You see Oswald, and you see Caramella.
I had a theory about his stand ability, but I didn't want to say anything.
That's a very big woman.
Yes. Sorry, this thing doesn't have.
Run!
This thing doesn't have.
Screw it, Max is dead.
This thing doesn't have.
I just hope her ability isn't what I think it is.
We'll see. Yeah, and so Oswald sees you come in. He goes,
Well, it's not actually here.
"Oi, mate! It's been a while. Who's that? Actually, I know literally one of you. What happened to the rest?"
Well, there was this woman that kind of produced a cassette tape and then disappeared. Do Do you know anything about that?
Oh, Carol got to him. It means he'll be upstairs. All
Wait
right.
till she was Carol.
He goes, all right, makes our job easier. You ready, Caramella? Caramella goes, of course. And let's enter initiative. All right. You see in... Oscar is going to run up to you at his full movement. And hide up here.
Are these white things windows or doors? Or what?
They're glass doors.
Okay.
You don't see what Oscar does, but he prepares something. Alright, next up is the puppy. The puppy is just going to saunter up because they don't know what's going on. The 5 puppies just sort of run up. Alright, next up. Antonio, what are you going to do?
Okay, for this action, I'm going to use the ball. I'm going to move into line of sight of Oswald.
Okay. Yep, you can make it nice and easy. You run outside the glass door. I'll give you control of your characters while you're talking. And what do you do?
I'm going to prepare this ball and throw it at his feet. And I'm going to delay the action until the start of Pepper's turn.
Okay. So, Antonio gets out a small ball and throws it at Oswald. Oswald goes, "It's okay if that's all you got."
The ball's it's at his feet.
It's at his feet, yeah.
Do I have still like a little bit of movement?
No, that's an action. If you
Okay.
okay. And now it's the ant's turn. Ant goes, "Empire will assist you in this grave time." And he's gonna walk up to where the dog is, go outside, and he's gonna try and throw a wad of ants at Caramella, making a precision roll. Because that's what Empire Ants does. It throws ants at you.
The stand.
That's the real final villain. We need to purge this evil.
Oh yeah, he manages to hit Caramella in the face. All right, now roll damage. 17. That's 4 if I remember rightly.
Like he just likes Empire now. It's his favorite. He's gonna go back to that zoo. He's gonna visit these ants. He loves them.
They're good. They're good ants.
They're good ants, Brent.
Good ants. All right. Next up, it is Caramella's turn. She is going to run up here, get behind this desk, and she ducks behind it, and you can't see her anymore.
Isn't she covered by ants?
There are ants all over her. Yes.
They like gnawing at her face.
No, they're just like they're ants. They're not like fire ants. They're just crawling over her, being just a general nuisance.
Well, like they still like bite you. They just don't like have like the venom, but they'll still like sting, right?
Yeah. All right, Pepper, you'll go.
Now is when the ball activates.
Okay.
Because it's the start of Pepper's turn. Mm-hmm. You see the ball I threw? If you see it very closely, it's spinning very slowly. The moment Caramella goes behind the desk, it starts to accelerate, and it kind of pulls space and the floor towards the ball.
Okay. Roll damage against Oswald, I guess.
This is more of a kind of a grapple.
Okay, cool. He's grappled. He can't move, and he'll get disadvantages against speed checks. So he won't be able to dodge Pepper's thing if he does something. Pepper, it's your go.
How far can I move in one turn? I forget.
60 feet.
All right, I'm just gonna come up behind Oswald, and I think I'm gonna punch him in the kidneys with the sparkle thing.
Fuck yeah! All right, do it. You don't need to just roll damage because he can't resist.
Nice.
16. That is that 4 or 3? Shit, I don't have the rules up.
It's my packet. I don't have
It's
that anyway.
7.
Oh, that's 7. Okay, cool. Yeah, so that. Oh, yeah, you're getting a real good hit. You punch him full sparkly mode, and he gets quite hurt. All right. Next turn, Pepper, you see something that looks eerily familiar as light starts erupting out of Oswald's hand. Though he's grappled and he can't move properly, he's going to turn around to you, Pepper, and he's going to say, "Blitzkrieg Bolt, bitch!" And he's going to fire out what looks to be a sort of fire grenade of some kind. It's basically an explosion he's contained within his hand, and he's going to deck you in the face with it. All right. Let's roll for damage, I guess.
Isn't it a contest?
Oh yeah, you can contest.
Yeah.
It. Sorry.
Come back to bite me. Wait, is he like firing it at the wall behind me, or
No,
no? I can still dodge over
he's
here.
He's punching you with it. Yeah.
Evade. Shit.
Ooh, it's not good. Yeah, you're gonna get hit with it.
Ooh.
Let's roll some damage. Oh, it's not too bad. Yep. So you take the 9 damage minus your durability, which is. Blah, blah, blah.
See, so that's -1.
So that's 1 damage.
It's 1. Yeah, you deal 1 damage, but also the sheer force of the punch blows you way back, like sort of 10 feet back. So you just plot back here and hit the edge of the rail. Next up, it's the dog's turn.
His arms.
The dog. Sorry.
Pepper's flying back. He kind of throws his arms up, and he's like, "It's even got a cool name."
The dog is going to run out, seeing that this guy hurt his friend, and it's not going to attack Oswald, but it's going to activate its stand and try to blow him back as well. So there's going to be a speed contest. I realise I probably shouldn't have.
Assume this is the 5 puppies doing this at the same time.
Yeah, all these 5 puppies are running up, and they're going to use their stands in cohesion. Because that's adorable. Don't say that's not adorable.
It is adorable.
Adorable.
Alright, so 1d8.
Needed, so the like butts are probably bouncing up when they run.
Oh, they're so good. This is his favorite piece of no.
God damn it.
Yeah, so the puppies go to blow him back, but he manages to get out of their sort of radius with a small back step. I think he probably kicks one. I think he kicks one.
Oh.
Not hard enough to hurt, but just to get him away. He kicks
Bunny
that.
dies.
Oswald dies today. Alright. Your go.
Okay, I'm going to. We talked about this. I'm going to spin 2 coins
Okay.
and aid them at his hands.
You're going to spin 2 coins at his hand so he can... Okay, no, that's actually a good idea. Make a precision roll, I guess, if you're going to try and fire him off at him.
Okay, so this is the roll plus a modifier, I guess.
Yes.
Hold on, I forgot to take my character sheet. Excel is going to take a while to load, so bear with me.
Okay, so I'll say that. Upstairs, Max, you hear an almighty boom. You don't know what caused it, people downstairs, you know it was Oswald's punch, but yeah, Max, you hear a really loud explosion from like multiple floors down.
That wasn't me this time.
Carol goes, "Oh, this can't be good. I didn't think they'd get here so quickly." Carl, do you think the Sugar Hill Gang will need our help?
It's really a gang at this point.
I assume we have Max up here with us.
Yeah, Max is up there with you.
Is Matthias and the Coltrane here as well?
No, Matthias and Coltrane. Actually, Carol goes, Matthias and Coltrane are both upstairs in the penthouse suite.
Well, Carol, let me tell you something about Max. I think we're going to need 2 of us to stand a chance against him.
Awesome. Actually, quick pause in combat. Behind you, almost out of nowhere, you hear, "That's certainly true. I've seen what this man can do firsthand. He is not to be trifled with." Hello, Carol. Hello, Carl. Hello, Max.
Is it Speedwagon?
No, you see Matthias. It's Matthias.
Oh, I thought it was. I don't know why I thought it was Speedwagon. Oh.
You see Matthias, and he's back in his normal suit. He's standing there, and he goes, Carol, I see you haven't got the arrow."
Yeah, wait. I have an idea.
I point to Max and say, "It's right there."
Okay. I take some of my internal mass and like leave a bubble, pull out some of my mass and make it look like the stand arrow.
Nice.
And I say, "This is it. Do you want it?" And I like throw it onto the ground in front of him and see what he does with it.
He goes, "Jesus, after so many years. Though it's not like you to give it up so easily, Max." He picks it up and looks at it. And he says, "I don't suppose you read ancient Egyptian hieroglyphics, do you?
Can't say I do.
Because these," and he twists the arrow around to the front where the thing was, and he goes, "These are all wrong."
Huh, gotcha. And then I turn the arrow into like a glove that's like just constraining his hand and like eating it.
All right, cool. You. I
Like,
already roll against that because he's surprised. You managed to constrict his hands. Yeah, his hands are constricted.
Excel is loaded again.
Okay, cool. We'll go back to downstairs. Antonio, it's your go.
Okay, so I was aiming the 2 coins at his fingers.
Okay, cool.
And since I'm throwing, I get a precision bonus, but not a damage bonus because of in too deep.
Okay.
Oh, hold on, it's actually a 4. It's a 19.
Okay. Yeah, as you can imagine, easily enough. You managed to hit him, but you didn't hit both hands with your coins.
Okay, and as I hit him, I say, "I don't think you know who I am. I don't think anyone here knows who I am. But back in Italy, I had a reputation for making people talk." And as I say that, both coins start spinning
Okay.
in his fingers and attempt to break his finger bones.
All right. Roll hand damage. The last one hitting his chest, so this will be hitting his hands.
Damn it!
You do actually manage to do some damage, but not a lot. But you see his hands are now injured, and you imagine he might have some trouble doing stuff out of them. All right. Next up, we have the Empire Ants. The Empire Ants are going to continue going for Caramella. But as he gets over there, he realizes that Caramella is not there. You don't know where she is. I'll just put her over
And
here.
if I am right, I'm gonna be so scared.
If what?
I'm right about what her stand is.
Caramellas?
Yeah.
All right. Next up, it is her turn. So, Antonio, I'm going to need you.
wait,
To,
no,
I'm
man,
go-
she's still
I'm going to
alive
need
now.
you to make a precision check for me. Actually, I suppose it'll be a contest, precision versus speed contest, because you're gonna wanna you'll be wanting to see something.
C is D8, right?
C is indeed D8. Wait, no, yeah, C
Yeah, it is.
C is D8. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, no. Okay.
Wow.
So you see out of the ground behind you, what you thought was just a small puddle forms into a straight up human being as Caramella
Oh.
turns from water to solid.
Oh, I'm so glad that she.
You think it
that's her
was the
ability.
world or something?
I thought it was the cream. Because I create things, she destroys things.
Oh,
And I thought she was invisible because she went to like the dark dimension.
No,
Third dimension.
yeah, no. She taps you on the side of your shoulder and goes, "This is my stand. It's called pulp. I have the ability to soften my body to any state, solid, liquid, or gas." And then she's going to deck you in the face with her stand. So that's let's do a power contest, I guess.
May I attempt to do the spin trick again?
So what is that? You're gonna...
The thing I told you about.
Oh, right. Yeah, sure. Let's give it...
Okay, so I'm going to roll spin things.
Okay. Oh, he has to be at 9.
So this is a power contest?
Yes, power contest. And she's going to try and punch you in the head.
And this stat is a D6, right?
Yes, D is a D6.
I don't think he could win this. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, bonus.
Okay, yeah, you how do you do this?
Antonio is spinning one coin in his index finger, like I said, like a basketball.
Okay.
And he just kind of drops the coin on the ground and says, oops, and he spins into the ground.
All right. So you are currently in the ground.
Yes.
Okay, it's now Pepper's go.
Pepper's gonna run up back to Oswald, and he's gonna take Starbomb and grab him by the head, and then he's gonna crackle.
Okay.
Oh.
Let's do a strength contest to see if you can grab him.
Going on.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, he gets a 2.
Come on. Yes.
Yeah. All right. Roll some motherfucking damage. I'll say as you go to punch him, his mouth opens and a sort of like an explosion like flies out of it, but like you manage to duck your head just in time as the explosion flies past you. Fucking blitzkrieg bop.
Man, you're just demolishing him right now.
Yeah, he did fucking.
Getting fucking sent off a
This
million.
one
little-
isn't even. He's weak. You just got really good rolls. All right, that's 7 points. So you're doing it to his head, right?
The Starbomb is grappling the sides of his head, and then it's just letting loose like a barrage of tiny little light grenades.
Fucking hype. All right. Yeah. Oh wait, no, sorry. All right. He's close. Next up, it's Oswald's turn. He is going to not try to attack you. He's gonna he's going to say, "All right, you got me." I put my hands up, and he puts his hand in the air, and from his hands, thousands of glowing grenade-like objects fly and hit the ceiling. And he goes, "All right, you can do what you want now." And he puts down his arms. To this response, the dog's gonna just give him a bite in his throat. The dog's just gonna try and maul him basically, and he's not even gonna resist.
A little puppy bite.
Yeah, so the dog's just like
Boys, good boy.
the dogs just nip at him and like into submission, and he is completely retired. He's gone. But all his grenades.
This poor Sugar Hill gang, they always get so fucked when they run into us.
They're not. They're bad. They're very.
Well, no, actually, no. That one time Mustang Sally walked up to us, or we walked up to her. She was fine.
Yeah.
I guess
Maybe
yeah.
not emotionally.
Yeah. Yeah. So yep, Oswald is retired. Next up, it is your turn, Antonio. You're currently in the ground, next to a solid caramella.
Well, I'm going to take my movement while on the ground, and that also implies that I have to use a spin. So I guess my whole turn is going to throw another coin, like, to here.
Okay. So wait.
So I throw the coin there, it starts spinning, and the spin energy where I was just transfers to that place, and I will use my other half action to get out of the ground.
Okay, so did you get out of the ground over there or over where you were?
Over there. I travel inside the ground.
Okay, you travel inside the ground, you burrow like an animal. Actually, Empire is gonna look at you, Pepper, and say, "There is still much to be done. I seek to find the one you call Max. Have you got this?"
Bert gives him a big little thumbs up and says, "Go do it, buddy.
All right.
You got this."
Empire's human form turns into thousands of little ants and crawls up the walls. Next up, we have Caramella, who
Waves.
is going to is actually going to go for the hound puppies,
No.
the mini hounds.
She dies too.
They all die.
All apart.
And
Yeah, at least Oswald didn't even hurt them.
before she does that, you see her solid state slightly melt as she looks like she turns into something around the consistency of like custard, maybe, like a very thick liquid, but still like holding together. And she's going to try and basically just slam these puppies away. And that's going to be a power contest.
Oh no.
Whoops. So that is a 7 versus the puppies, also a B. So that is an 8. Oh, thank God.
Yes!
So she reaches out with a custody stand arm and goes to bat these puppies away, but the puppy's too fast for her. They jump over the arm, and she's going to use the rest of her turn to liquefy even more. Next up, Pepper, it's your go.
Okay, so she's super soft right now, right?
She's so soft.
Jump over Oswald and the puppies, and I'm going to use Star Bomb. I'm just going to take a light grenade, and I'm going to shove that light grenade inside of her.
Oh, I'm so glad. So you run up. Once again, don't need to make a precision roll, but let's do a strength contest. Or I guess whatever contest.
It's a 1d10 for a B in strength, right?
Yes, it is. Ooh.
Oh!
You're slow, but she's even slower because she's made of custard. You make a light grenade and you sort of trip as you do it, but nevertheless you sort of push it inside of her. Roll some damage, or you're not going to explode it yet.
Not gonna explode it yet.
You're not going to explode it yet.
Because she's gooey, she's probably got some decent what's the word I'm looking for?
Defense.
Durability. Yeah. So I'm gonna wait until she's
Solid.
pull off chunks of her.
Okay. Oswald's dead. Oh, actually, I want everyone, including Caramella, to make a speed roll.
Is this including Oswald?
This is including Oswald. Yeah, Oswald is also... Oswald's not going to make a speed roll, but yeah, everyone's making a speed roll.
I miss having an A in speed.
It's okay. Ooh. Okay, so... Oh, yeah, need to do puppies too.
Please.
Oh, thank God puppies live. These puppies have been really good so far. The grenades that that Oswald threw at the ceiling, their viscosity finally allows them to fall down. And even though he's more or less unconscious, Oscar just gets out the words, "Blitzkrieg, motherfuckers," and they hit the ground. Antonio has no idea this was going to happen, so he gets hit with a full brunt of one of the grenades. Pepper completely dodges out the way, as does Camarella. Camarella does not dodge out the way. One of them also lands on her right next to your light grenade. There is also one of Oswald's grenades. First off, let's roll damage for Antonio. That is 3D,
Come on.
3d20. It's an A in damage.
Ooh, oh.
So 17. That is, my friend, 7 points minus your durability.
How many points to make me retire?
It's 10 on a single body part to make it unusable. And if I'm...
Well, okay. I'm gonna take 7 damage to where?
Your head, because it lands on you.
Okay.
Wait, you have no durability?
I should have done the thing where you use the spin to harden your skin, but I failed anyways.
Okay. Sorry, let me quickly just check something out before we keep going, just to make sure I had it right. Yeah, so if you get a 7 on a single body part, it basically it gets fucked up proper bad, and it will take 10 to be retired, 20 to be deceased. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, and it is no, it's the puppy's go. The puppy is gonna hop over you, Pepper, and jump right into Caramella's goop, and
Excuse me?
all of the puppies are gonna jump into Caramella and try to use their force push to essentially pretty much explode her. And this is basically, like, she's very runny. Well, it's the equivalent of like slapping some custard and just letting it all like fly out. All right, it's gonna be a durability, so she has A in that. So it's 1d12.
And make herself into a gas, which means she can just let go of the light grenade altogether. Damn it!
Yeah, no, she didn't do it, and so the dogs are also going to give a speed roll, I guess. Oh no! Unfortunately, as the dogs start jumping on her, she manages to harden herself just in time. The light grenade is still inside her, but she doesn't get pushed away by these by the puppers. Antonio.
Are they still inside of her?
They are still inside of her. Both Oswald and Pepper's are both inside of her right now.
Wait, what?
Wait, Oswald's grenades are in her?
Oswald's grenade is in her. It got softened by the blow, so it didn't explode, but it is currently inside her.
So, Pepper might set it off.
Pepper could send it.
Totally.
What is this?
Antonio, I know. I didn't think it would go this way. Antonio, you'll go.
What? Okay. I'm going to try to use the ball
Okay.
because, okay, Antonio was a torturer back when he was in Passione, right?
Yeah.
So part of his routine was he used to break all the known lethal bones in the person's body and heal them back up.
Jeez.
So I'm going to attempt to use my actual spin ball against my own head to try to connect to my skull.
Okay, I guess make a precision roll, and if you fail, you might damage yourself.
Probably.
All right, let's do it.
Or +4 to precision.
How about if your head gets crippled? You just
I think that's probably just automatic unconscious, I guess, if your head gets crippled.
Be a concussion.
Oh yeah, that's
17.
probably what it'd be.
Yeah, that is enough. You managed to heal up your head for, I'm gonna say, spin would probably be 1d4 of damage. So even is that a thing?
1d4?
Yeah, 1d4 of damage.
Okay.
Can't let him get too ridiculous. Yeah, 2 damage, not bad.
It's very gruesome. It's like the ball hits his head and it all spins into the ball and then back out of the ball, and he comes out looking a little bit better,
Okay.
but it's very painful.
You hear a crunching noise.
Yeah.
All right, it's Caramella's
It's like a
go.
bag of Fritos being smashed.
And Caramella's going to make another punch at you, Pepper. Just a straight up punch. Her stand is is pink, and it sort of has strange like tubes going all around it. And she's going to make an attack at you. So let's do a power contest. Woo. Damn it.
Power
God
or
damn it! Yeah, she got a 2. Something tells me that maybe you'll beat her.
2?
Yeah, alright, she's gonna swing it. God, these guys roll terribly. She's gonna swing at you and a miss at you.
To be honest, everyone's rolling terrible right now.
Yeah, and now it's your go, Pepper. What do you want to do?
Is super giddy. Because there's a light grenade and a few others right by her heart. So
She looks at you and realizes what you're thinking and goes, no, please no.
where is it in her body approximately?
It's in her chest. You punted it in her chest.
Like in her lungs?
Yeah. Probably about lung area, heart area.
I'm gonna be that guy. I'm gonna be that guy, and I'm gonna fucking revel in it.
Do it.
Pepper looks at her, and he goes, "Starbomb has already touched your chest,
Oh no.
And he
and I'm gonna detonate."
Okay, she takes 2. She takes your damage. So roll damage for yourself. It was a big one. Oh. And she also takes Oswald's damage, which was a 3d20. Christ. Oh. All right, so she takes 7 points minus the durability. Oh, she actually has really good durability. I forgot about that. So that's.
Does she have me durability?
She might. Except it's like the opposite. Instead of being really hard, she's very soft.
She's super soft. Like a Spice Girl?
Yeah, actually.
That kind of thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just so soft, nothing can really do anything to it.
And also, yeah, no, it's the blow up hurt a lot, and actually, I'm gonna. Okay, so she actually, like, you blow up her chest basically, and she loses a lot of mass because parts of her splatter all across the wall. You can see a lot like Max, she seems to be made out of this stuff, like almost like clay-like material that just changes.
But she just has her own stand as well.
Yeah, she actually has a stand as well. All right, Oswald's dead. It's Puppy's turn. It's going to try to do the same thing. It's going to try and blow her apart. All right.
Or yeah.
1d10. 8 for the puppy. 4 for the girl. All right.
Oh,
Let's roll.
man, this is gruesome.
Yeah, this is him trying to completely like rip her apart. All right. 1 to 20. Oh, it doesn't do anything. No, once again, Puppy's power isn't enough. All the puppies try their hardest to explode this woman, and it just doesn't do anything.
Yeah, it's because they're still kids.
Yeah, they're still babies. They don't have super strong stand powers yet. One day they will be as powerful as Hound was. Next up is Antonio.
Yes. Okay, I'm going to move here.
Okay.
Oh, I just had an idea for you for what you could do.
Yeah, I'm going to use my ball. I'm not going to use the coins. I'm going to throw the ball, spin it at the sludge, kind of making it like an implosion.
Okay.
It sucks all the matter in, and then it sucks all the matter out.
Okay. Dog scout.
Precision, right?
Dog scout for this. Yep. Do roll a precision to hit. Jeez. Yep, more than enough. You hit her, and now I guess roll damage.
How much damage does making her like fall apart?
Well, mechanically, I'd just say you're rolling just regular damage.
Normal damage?
Yep, just normal. Just roll your damage because you're throwing the ball at her. Hey! Guys, guess what?
Damn, son. What?
Antonio throws the ball. It arcs over Pepper's head and lands inside her chest. It spins, and her liquidous mass retracts inwards, and then the ball stops, and all that mass explodes outwards, and chunks of clay-like material are all over the room, and she is retired.
Oh,
Antonio's pose is he just grabs his hat and does like the milady tip, and smokes a cigarette.
All right, quick scene change. Upstairs, Matthias is monologuing to you, Max, while his hands are like completely in metal. He goes, Max, what do you hope to achieve from this?
well, I don't really have any like solid goals, but stopping you from achieving ultimate power is probably a good one.
What's so bad about dictators, Max? I know better than most people how to
Yeah,
run
and
this.
so did like every communist leader. They knew.
They're all fools, Max. I'm not a fool. You can trust me with the power of the arrow.
An insane man doesn't know he's insane.
A fair point, but you could also be the insane man in this situation.
I know, but at least I'm not. If I'm not changing anything, that's not explicit. That at worst just prolongs the inevitable. But you're like directly changing something, and if you aren't of the right mind, you could be ruining the entire world, or you can make it better. But is it really a good idea to take the chance?
Max looks at you. Sorry, not Max. Matthias looks at you. Carol and Carl don't really know what to do. They see how much of a precarious position he is, and they're just sort of letting you talk out. He goes, debating philosophy with you has been incredibly interesting. But I'm really going to need the arrow.
What are you even going to do with it?
It is the key to enhancing my own stand.
And so you said, hey, well, Carl and Carol really didn't want me to stab myself with it. And that's what arrows do. So I think you want to stab yourself with it. So I stabbed myself with it from the inside.
Okay.
Oh fuck!
I'm done.
Okay. Max, you have a flashback to your time in the war,
Yes.
and it is a flashback of your partner. Can you tell me a little bit about your partner, actually, before we do this?
I honestly hadn't thought that much about
Just,
it.
Just give me like a quick sum of their personality, really.
He was an easygoing guy. While I was a bit of the straight man to his class clown kind of thing, and we were friends since like elementary school, like really deep stuff, and we'd go everywhere together. That's basically what our relationship.
Yeah, and you look back to the time you saw him die, and you manifested your stand, and you, in this moment in which you're being stabbed, you wonder like what happened to like you knew that you could survive the fall, but was there even a point to it, you know, like why even do this? And you had a lot of thoughts in that moment, I guess, but you think back to sort of some words he used to say. He looked at you one day in the cafeteria and went, "You know, Max, I really like appreciate you, man. And I know, like, some people can say you're a bit boring. And I don't get it. Like, you've always just want to help people, and it's such an admirable thing." And he takes a sip of his drink that he's doing. He goes, "You know, like, me, I'm stuck in this role. I'm always going to be a joker, and I'm never going to be able to stop. No one will ever take me seriously now. But you, Max, you can be anything." And you flash back to inside of this warehouse, and you're standing in front of Matthias, and you're standing in front of Carol, and you're standing in front of Carl, and you know that you can be anything.
What can I do? What do I do?
You feel the metal in your arms shift, and while usually it's so hard, you feel it turn softer and more rigid, and you feel then it turns hard again. You look down and it's more oaky, it's like wood, and you look down again and it's like marble, it's glass and clear, and you look down again and it's like it's lava, it's burning and bright, and your skin is changing rapidly from material to material, and like you feel your strength get incredibly stronger, and then you feel the air around you. You feel the air under your control, and your stand, your stand has never talked to you before, but it goes down to your level and whispers in your ear, "G3."
My god!
What do you do?
Okay. This is an important thing. I was not expecting this, so I don't know what to do.
I will say right now, all your stats are A, and you have complete control.
Well, that's not much of a difference. That's like just more range and more speed.
So in case you're wondering what your stats are, they're all A's.
Yeah. Okay. What I do is I use the air and catapult Matthias as far as I can. Just build up a lot of pressure and just...
All right, let's do a contest then. He's going to try and do a speed contest, but he's a regular human, so he's just going to do a D10 speed contest.
Doesn't even matter what stat I roll.
Attacker wins. So yeah, you push him back, and I'm sorry I don't have a map for this particular area, but you push him back against the wall, and he hits the wall with an incredible amount of force. And
I was thinking like throwing him out of the building.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. You throw him, I assume, out the same window that you jumped out of,
Yeah.
like 5 hours ago, and he flies out that same window, and you don't see him. He's gone.
But he still has the hands.
Oh yeah, you can. Yeah, you
So,
can
I know where he
sense
is.
him. Yeah, you can 100% sense him. You actually, you feel the body fall down every single flight of the building, and then you feel it hit the floor. And Pepper and Antonio and all the hound puppies actually see his body hit the floor. And you see it crumple into a pile of concrete. And I mean, he is the concrete. Like, it lands and explodes into concrete chunks.
A rock human?
It doesn't look like rock. It looks like...
Okay.
It just looks like he has... What you know of his stand, it looks like that wasn't his body. That was just something he created.
So I actually have to find the actual him. The radio station.
Carl and Carol both look at you with just open their eyes incredibly widely. And all right, let's get back to the downstairs area. Pepper and Antonio, you see a body hit the floor, and about 5 seconds later, Empire Ant runs downstairs and says, "My friends." Wait, what did it sound like? He was like, "My friends."
Yeah,
That's
more
it.
like that.
Yeah. He is in the top floor, below the penthouse. We can take the elevator. Come with me. And he runs into the elevator. Do you guys follow him?
Sure.
A dent first
You know, it'd be funny if, like,
to make sure that there's.
Wait, what'd you say? Sorry.
go on, Pepper.
I want to check out that little dent first in case there's anything there, and then I'll follow.
You check out the Matthias's body. It just looks like you see a head-shaped piece of concrete, but now like all the colour is removed from it. It just looks like that. It was a rock shaped like a head, not an actual head.
The statue.
Thing before we get in the elevator, where is Carmela? Is she like
Here, there, and everywhere.
Is she, like, dead, or is she
She-
just, like, asleep?
You don't know, but she's basically exploded. She's everywhere.
bits of her, and I'm gonna pour them into Oswald's mouth?
Okay. You do that. Why not? Yeah, you do
What's what's your problem?
Then I leave.
that. Okay. You all get in the elevator, and upstairs, I'm assuming, Max, you're sort of holding down Carl.
Wait, do I... Oh, yeah. No.
You're like Carl and Carol are just looking at you, and Carl goes, "Do you like?" He's completely speechless, and he says, "You knocked him out the window."
Well, what else would I do?
Carl is still befuddled. He says, you did say a little bit of time ago, absolute power corrupts absolutely.
Yes. But
What are you
Okay.
going to do now?
what I'm going to do...
I know you are
I'm gonna finish this
capable
first.
of just ending our lives, or ending everyone in this building's lives,
And that's
or
why
sparing us,
I won't.
or what are you going to do?
I'm going to finish the job. And actually, first I run down the stairs to go to Pepper and stuff.
Actually,
elevator.
as you say that, you hear the elevator ding, and out walks Pepper, Antonio, all the hound puppies, and also Empire Ants swarm out as well, grossly, because they're gross.
Carl asks, "Wait, are those from the zoo?"
Yes.
The puppies run up run up to you, Carl, and go, "So did you fight my dad?"
Are these hounds? Are these hounds children?
I nod.
Wow. I answer to them, yes, I did. Your father was a hero.
And they go, "Yeah!" And they start like running around and jumping over each other. He was a hero. He was a hero. Empire forms up into a globulous mass and goes, "Shall I execute this traitor?"
No. It's fine. We just gotta hash some stuff out. It's okay. Thank you, though.
I appreciate it. And he dissolves back into a swarm of ants that sort of run around. Carol goes, "Look, darlings, this is your last chance. I'm not sure there's any going back from this."
Or
If you
My hair's going super sane.
she goes, if you let me and Carl go, we'll tell you where he is.
Is that at the radio station? Is he?
No, he transmits from a private area. I can tell you where that is if you want to confront him, the real him.
Of course. I'll let you go.
Her agrees.
Carl, what'd you say?
Carl is very conflicted because obviously, I mean, his bond with Carol was made over decades. But he doesn't think of these people as friends or at least acquaintances. And Carl now is very well familiar with what Matthias can do, and he doesn't want to let his friends go fight what he still thinks is the most powerful man in the world. He sheds one tear from his eye, and he says, "Well, it's either you destroy the city and kill him and kill all of us, or I go with you and perhaps stop the worst from happening. Will you accept my apology and have one last mission with me?"
I accept. Of course, you're my friend.
Carl actually starts crying because
Goes,
he never really opens up his emotions to anyone.
Carol goes, "Oh," and taps you on the back. She says, "So he's you need to promise not to. He's a good man." And he looks at you, Max, specifically, and goes, "He's a good man, Max. You gotta. He just wanted to make this world a better place."
I promise I won't kill him for all eternity. I promise.
Okay.
Or make him die repeatedly in a alternate dimension.
Yeah.
or anything.
She goes, "Okay," and she gets in the elevator and goes, "Last chance, Carl."
Well, hold on. What? What's he say?
She goes, "Last chance to come downstairs with me."
I don't assume you're going to help us.
He's. She looks down and says, "No."
Okay. Carl goes up to her. He grabs her hands, looks at her in the eyes and says, "I promise you, I won't let this man's dream die. But you have to forgive me."
She goes, I forgave you in the first place." And then she presses the button and the elevator doors close. And actually, sorry, completely forgot. And she goes, he's upstairs in the penthouse, one floor up. And the elevator doors close, and she leaves.
Well,
So, do you guys go to the penthouse?
let's do it. Final boss.
All right. So, you enter the penthouse. It's very nice, actually. You come outside to a sort of small dining area. There's a lounge, and it's just sort of simple but fancy and nice.
Okay, where do we enter from?
You enter from
entrance?
you enter from that VIP elevator right there.
Oh, okay.
Sorry,
I-
ignore that entrance. Let me just quickly. That doesn't exist.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you guys all come in through that entrance. I'll put you all there. Oh, you're huge. Why are you so big?
That's pretty appropriate, honestly.
It is pretty appropriate.
Yeah. That's.
I mean, I could be
You could be.
that big.
Pepper comes in too. And also, bloody Antonio's there as well. Antonio holds back a bit. Basically, he's like, "I'm gonna stay back." All right. What do you guys
Yeah,
want?
he's like probably like super worried about me.
Yeah.
Like Jesus, what's gonna happen now?
He knows about stand arrows and he knows just how powerful you are. All right. What do you guys want to do?
Well, I kind of did the Kool-Aid Man again, but through here, but a lot more efficiently, probably.
Cool. You ram yourself into the security bedroom. There's nothing in there.
Oh yeah.
You,
Oh yeah.
you Kool-Aid man with unbelievable efficiency, and there's just nothing in there. It's,
Or maybe I could just do like a whole juggernaut and run through every building or room.
if you want to. Yeah, you go into the security bedroom. There's not much. There's a small first aid kit on the beds. You can tell someone's been sleeping on the left bed. It has signs of use, and there's some shoes next to it, sort of suit shoes. But apart from that, yeah, there's not much in here.
Yeah. Oh wait a minute. I could probably read air. Is anyone breathing in here other than me?
No, but how much are you reading this air? How far?
Like, I don't know, through the floor, I guess.
You can feel there are two sets of breath coming from basically directly behind you. You think in the bedroom, the main bedroom.
Well, I guess I Kool-Aid Man again, because why not? Just straight through here, through the closet.
Holy shit.
You go straight through the closet. Do any of you other guys come?
Well, to
Through
whole
the door
season.
to the bedroom.
Okay, Carl goes through the door. Pepper, what do you do?
Where's the dogs and the ants? Did they come along?
The dogs they wouldn't fit in the elevator. They're too many. They're staying downstairs on the warehouse area.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, do you want to go inside?
I can move my. Oh, I cannot.
Okay, I'll let you move it actually. And while I'm... Oh, never mind, I can't, so I'll just move it. Oh, you're on the background layer, god damn it.
Antonio is just at the door frame behind Carl and Pepper.
Okay. Yeah, as you walk in, you see on the seat, directly opposite the bed, is the Mayor Coltrane. He's sitting there looking unbelievably haggard. He's very tired. and he's staring at the bed. And on that bed, hooked up to an IV, is an old man. Unbelievably old. He looks ancient.
I assume you're Matthias.
The old man looks at you and goes, "What a guess." It's good to see you with my actual eyes, Max.
And it's not nice to see the others? Am I that special to you?
Oh, Max, look at you. You survived the arrow. That's very special. The rest of you, it's, if I could turn my head to see you, I would. He's, sort of looking straight left at you. His body is so much smaller than the sort of illusion he conjured up. He's, tiny. Like, he looks like someone who is millennia old. He looks so old.
I guess Antonio and Carl go to the opposite side of his bed.
Okay.
Pepper's gonna come.
Here.
Pepper's gonna. Where's the IV?
It's like over here.
Shit, I had a question. Oh yeah, where'd the zombie horse go?
He reaches under a thing in his bed and opens it, and he pulls out the zombie horse and goes, "What do you mean, this piece of red string? The woman swapped it out for the real thing on the train. At least that's what I'm assuming it happened. Unless you had the fake one, Max."
No, I didn't.
Yeah, well,
Just laughs
I was assuming you weren't that deceptive.
really loudly.
He coughs up a bit of blood. Yeah, I went to. It was my only chance. I needed to get it. And he coughs up some more blood.
I walk up to him and gently place my hand on his forehead.
He's feverish. And the old man, Mayor Coltrane, stands up and says, No, you mustn't touch him. He's not very well, as you can tell. Anything could set him off at this point.
I know. And I say I know, and then I put him to rest nicely.
You're not
He's
kidding.
just gonna pull out his IV.
I'm like mercy killing, I guess. But I'm not gonna be do a giorno here and do that or anything.
No, not yet. The man runs up. He says, Wait 1 second. He makes a small motion with his hand, and a horned figure appears. But a horned figure appears behind him. He says, "This is down to Georgia. It trades years. I could give years of my life to other people, and I've been doing that for Matthias for the last 10 years. I'm actually 20 years younger than I appear to be." He looks at me. He says, I believed in this man's vision. I was willing to do anything to keep him alive for as long as possible until he could be cured of what ails him. But I know now there is no chance. If you kill him now, the city will dissolve, which is why we issued the evacuation warrant. But that includes this building. We can't be in it while he dies.
Wait, so we'd just disappear?
No,
I think
the building would disappear.
can't kill the ants like that.
Matthias looks at you, Max, and he goes, I know it's awfully presumptuous of me after all I've done. But would it be possible that you could take me outside? I haven't seen the sun for 5 years.
Okay, I walk up and gingerly lift him in like a princess carry and go over to the elevator.
Okay, the rest of you guys come?
Yeah.
I feel like Carl wants to take the stairs down.
Okay, Carl can take the stairs. When you get to the warehouse, you tell the hound puppies and the Empire ants to come downstairs with you, and you all exit the building together, I assume.
I tell Carl to follow me as well.
Okay. When you leave the building, Matthias is in your hands. He said, "It's so beautiful, Max, and I can look. I remember when I designed that. I imagine," and he points to one of the buildings. It's like weirdly like bullet shaped almost. Like, and he says, "I was looking at the fruit on my stand over there, and I thought I'd make a building that looks like a pineapple." And you realize now, yeah, it looks like a pineapple. With the windows are like triangle shaped. And he says, "And that one over there, that's like based off my IV bag. And you notice now, yeah, it's like it's tall and thin, and it's got a big bulbous end to it." And he says, "I just wanted to make a perfect place. Pepper, you know I just wanted to make it all perfect, right?"
I know.
He goes, "Okay."
But what is perfect for you might not be perfect for others.
He looks at the ground, his streets, and he looks at in the corner, and he sees some graffiti,
Yeah.
and he sees some like broken cars, and he sees sort of the dirt of the ground level of Paradise Sea, and he goes, I think I get that now. Could you just lay me down here, Max?"
I gently lay him down and kneel next to him.
He says, I've evacuated the whole city. It's my final act as the mayor of this town. Well, it's been a wonderful show. Thanks for listening. And his eyes slowly,
That's all, folks.
and his eyes slowly close. And all around you, the tall skyrise of Paradise City slowly disapparates. And the occasional object falls, stuff like chairs that were brought from outside the city, paintings, and like bricks that were brought from outside the city and then added to buildings. But like, surprisingly, you see how much this man has made of this city. And it just goes, and you're standing in a cluttered desert.
As the city is dissolving, Carl and Carl go to the Paradise City Fine Arts Center just to see it go.
Yep, it takes, like I said, it's taken a long time to dissolve, and like you see it slowly but surely melt. Even the instruments, you can see some of them were his designs, as the insides of the building slowly just dissolves into nothing. What do you guys want to? Does Pepper and Max want to see anything go?
Yeah, Pepper gonna maybe stop by the graveyard first, where his wife is buried, and then he's gonna by the Fine Arts Center, where he's got some paintings up.
Yeah. You managed to get the painting in time, but the graveyard when you get there is still dissolving, but you can barely make out the names on the stones. You see the grave of your wife slowly dissolve before you. And what about Max? Does he go to see anything?
I say, absolute power corrupts absolute. Well, maybe I shouldn't let that happen. And then I pull the arrow out of me, place it on the ground, and just stamp it like over and over and over again till it's dust. And I don't have those like Requiem powers anymore.
Yep. As soon as you destroy the arrow, you feel the powers of G3 leave your body, and your body goes from this beautiful prismatic colours to the regular dull metal that is made up. And you see the spirit of the arrow slowly lift out of it, and you see the spirit of Matthias slowly spit out of him, and the scenery of the desert and the 4 people standing in it get smaller and smaller until they are nothing but a speck on a giant world. And that was Agents of Speedwagon Part 1.
Damn.
So,
Wow, that was good.
that was good.
Damn.
Oh, Jesus.
Wow,
That was a long one.
that was amazing.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
You actually made me cry when this shit started to dissolve.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, it's great.
Thanks, dude. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, I'm still recording while...
Wait, what happened? Where's Carol?
Carol was with Carl at the end. They went to see the Fine Arts Centre together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I guess this is the end of the series, and our send off to Max. Crazily. So, is there anything we want to say to anyone who was watching? By the way, we got some more subscribers. A lot of people are actually watching now. A couple of people commented. Quite nice.
Oh, well, thank you, and it's been a pleasure, and glad this could be my the last thing I do really before I go.
Oh, that's fucking adorable. Thanks, man. Anything you guys just want to say about the series in general? Any plot threads you want cleaned up? Anything like that?
Yeah. I
feel like we should do kind of where are they now after the city dissolved.
I like that. Let's do that now. Let's start with.
Wait, how are Speedwagon things doing?
I'll get to that.
That's why I'm here.
Antonio, first off, what was he doing, Carl, after all this?
Well, Antonio, he understands the gravity of the situation, and he went to his old sandwich shop. He grabbed his most precious belongings and stood there, seeing it dissolve into the ground, I guess. A couple planks of wood that he used to like repair tables and the walls fall down because they're not part of the city. And after that, he leaves to find another place to live.
Where's he go?
Yeah, Antonio flies back to Italy, where he was born. and he starts studying with his family the arts of spin-based medicine, and eventually gains a job at the Sepeli Family Hospital.
All right. What about Pepper? Where's Pepper now?
Pepper. Hold on one sec.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, don't worry about it. Jeez, what happened? Is he
Yeah,
gone?
what's that?
I don't know. I think.
Well, he's muted.
Oh,
Sorry about that.
No problem. All right.
Yeah, sorry. Pepper goes to start up painting somewhere else, but if the Speedwagon Foundation is still up, he's going to try and work for them again, because over the course of this campaign, and the circumstances of his wife's death may not have been illness, but a stand. And Matthias's little tease there. Also, he wants to go topple the government and whatnot too,
Yeah.
because why not?
Because he's an anarchist.
That's actually part of his goal. I wrote that down at one point, that he hates authoritative figures, so he wants to take them all down.
Perhaps we will see him again. What about Carl? What does Carl get up to?
Well, Carl tries to get back in touch with his piano students, because obviously
Yeah.
the town doesn't exist anymore. Carol and Carl eventually start living together, and it takes a couple of years, but eventually they get married, and they have a couple of kids, which is kind of weird, because Carl never knew that
Jesus Christ.
Carol was his half-sister.
Okay. Interesting. What about Max?
Wait, what? Hold on. What?
I love ending my stories on incest. What the fuck?
I mean, I knew it. Like, I mean, vaguely.
I actually knew it. That's why when he said we got married, I was like, wait, what? All right, no.
She never told him.
Oh shit.
She knew.
Carl, okay, I guess now that the series is over, I can explain.
Yeah.
Carl was born into a dynasty of musical prodigies, and he was one of them. Then his mother had an affair, and their parents separated, and Carol was kept a secret from Carl. I assume Carol eventually falls in love with Carl, even though they are half brothers, and she eventually comes to the decision to never tell him that they were family.
Okay. Interesting.
I love it.
What about Max? What does Max do to finish off?
Well, I mean, where do you go after being on the top? I don't know. I hadn't really thought about what my guy would do, so I would say probably just retires, just like at a farm or something, because that's what people do when they after that. And so he thinks, oh, might as well just do a farm.
Yeah, cool. Max Brannigan Farms becomes a modest success. The Speedwagon Foundation actually thrives. It moves from Paradise City to New York, which is north, and essentially becomes a even bigger powerhouse than it was before, employing more and more sound users all across the globe. Maybe some of you keep working with them, maybe some of you don't, but Speedwagon's a lot happier now, and the world is a lot safer without egotistical maniac ruling over it. So I guess that's the end.
Wow.
I kind of expected an epic battle at the end.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, I expected like a love train kind of thing.
Yeah, I thought he was.
But of
gonna,
course, it's kind of hard to beat someone with a Requiem Angel.
yeah.
A hero.